Hey everybody, so today I have a little bit of a different video planned. I had an entirely different video planned. As you can tell, I have my whole makeup done, but I have been dealing with something over the past couple days that I've just felt very eager to talk to you guys about and just be honest and open about what I'm feeling, because over the past week I've been wishing that I had more resources to openly talk about this with. And if there's even one of my subscribers who's in this situation, which I'm sorry if you are, but if it helps even one of you, then that's worth it to me. And I hope that I'm never in this position again, but if I am in the future, just to have this to look back on and watch for myself, I think would also help. So before I get into the video really quickly, because I know I'm nosy and I wonder these kind of things, my wedding ring is getting cleaned because I was playing with kinetic sand with the girls, and if you didn't know, that stuff will get packed into your wedding ring. So right now I just have it in some cleaner. I didn't grab it before I started the video, so I know I talk with my hands, so when you don't see it, that's what's happening. And like I said, I know I'm nosy and I wonder that kind of stuff, so I thought I'd let you guys know everything's fine. But today I wanted to talk about pregnancy after loss. And if you did not know, you didn't see the video, Mark and I have found out that we are expecting again, which obviously amazing news, ecstatic, over the moon, what we've been working towards. It's can't even begin to tell you how happy we are. But quickly after finding out, I realized that I had forgot about a lot of the emotions that came with being pregnant after loss. And if you're unsure about my history, I had a miscarriage in 2013. I had a chemical pregnancy in 2017, a 12-week miscarriage in May of this year, and then a chemical pregnancy right after that in June. And I have two living children, two daughters, Sophie and Remy. And our first miscarriage happened before Sophie. And that was a rough time for me. It happened a lot. Sophie's pregnancy happened a lot sooner after our miscarriage than this time around has. And because of that, I feel like everything was so fresh and so new. I had a lot of fear. And I blocked myself off from enjoying a lot of my pregnancy because I was so convinced that we were going to lose her. Looking back on it now, I regret it because I didn't take advantage of her healthy pregnancy and just enjoy it for what it was. But I also understand it. I have just kind of forgotten all the feelings that come with being pregnant after loss. The first couple days after we found out, I was like, I don't even know how to really put it, just so blatantly confident, almost as if like this was our first pregnancy, never had any losses, you think it's all rainbows, sunshines, everything's gonna go great and everything's gonna go exactly how you plan and you want it and everything. Like that kind of confidence. And I had no idea where it was coming from, but I also just totally rolled with it because being a parent of loss, you just need to roll with the good times where you can get them. So if I'm just going to blatantly 110% believe everything that's going to be okay for a couple days in this pregnancy, I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to talk myself down. But quickly after those couple days, I kind of swung the complete opposite, where it was almost like I was waiting for something to happen. It wasn't, oh, I'm pregnant and this is great and whatever. It was literally just sitting around being like, okay, when's it gonna happen? Well, it's gonna be today, it's gonna be tomorrow, is it gonna be in 3 weeks, is it gonna be in 4, is it gonna be, like literally just waiting for it. And that is such, oh, it's such, what's the word I want to use? It's like a really disappointing feeling. Like you know that you should be happy, but an experience that you had no control over came and sucked all the innocence out of pregnancy for you. You know, it was a situation that was completely out of your hands that has put a nightmarish spin on one of the most beautiful things in the world for you, and it's tainted it in a way that is very hard to overcome. Everybody has their different responses on like how they're going to deal with the situation. And for me, it's been trying to not play into those, because it starts off with me thinking, okay, well, when's it gonna happen? And then anytime anything remotely is going on down there, I run to the bathroom. I've got to check it out. I mean, I don't care if I'm in Target, if I'm in a movie, I don't care what I'm doing. I will stop all and I will go to the bathroom, because it is that terrifying. It's like, I don't even know how to put it. It's like that all consuming, that I have to go. And I've noticed that when I play into that stuff, if I go to the bathroom one time and then those feelings get worse, like those feelings of just doom and gloom, and then I have to go to the bathroom another time and then another time. I mean, there was a night where Mark and I were sitting out on the couch and I think I went like 5 or 6 times to the bathroom. It was like a 3 hour span, and nothing was wrong any of those times. I mean, not that I can see. And I've noticed that when I play into it, it just gets worse to pull myself out. It's like the deeper I go and the more I play into those feelings, the harder it is for me to pull myself back, snap myself back into reality. So I've been trying to not give in and go to the bathroom when I feel like I might. I've been trying to trust things and also repeatedly like stop negative thoughts with what if everything works out, or just stop. Like sometimes that's just enough for me to stop. Keeping busy has helped. And by the way, I'm sitting here sharing my story. I am in no way trying to say that I know more than anybody. Like I said, everybody grieves and processes differently, and I am no different from you in not knowing what the hell is going on or how to handle it or what's the best way or what I'm saying? Like, I'm no professional, I'm no expert, I know nothing more than the average person who's dealt with pregnancy loss. I know nothing more than you do. But I'm just sharing what has helped me, what my experience has been, in hopes that maybe someone else hears it. Maybe it can help you. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. And if nothing else, even if these techniques don't help you, maybe at the very least you feel less alone in these feelings, because like I said, there's just a lot of conflicting emotions. There's feeling guilty and not guilty, and feeling sad and happy, and not knowing, when's the right time to feel those things, and feeling guilty for feeling sad because you have so much to be happy for, but then feeling guilty for not feeling sad because you lost something so huge, your baby, that you don't want to minimize that at all. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of conflicting emotions that don't make sense. You don't know how to feel them, when to feel them, and there's a lot more questions than answers in all this. And I'm not claiming to have any more answers. I'm just simply trying to share this. But to get back to the things that I do, I just try to stop that thought process when I can. Like I said, I'm not always great at it. I still go to the bathroom. I still check sometimes. I still run away with those thoughts. I still have moments where I do feel very like doom and gloom, and something bad's just gonna inevitably happen. And I try my best to pull myself out of those moments. But, being a brave parent is hard enough without also being hard on yourself. And that's something that I try not to do. I've also found it really helpful to just be open and honest with my husband. Like, just tell him how I'm feeling and tell him the different things that I'm thinking. And he is just amazing throughout it. I feel like he has like hope for the both of us. So he kind of picks me up when I'm in that spot. And also staying busy. I find that when I'm just kind of in my own head, that's when it's the worst. So, personally, cleaning helps me a lot when I'm like that, whether I'm angry, sad, upset, whatever, like for whatever reason, cleaning really helps like ease my mind. Like some people say exercise does. For me, it's cleaning. Like my, you know, something is going on with me up here. Like my house is spick and span, let's just say that. But cleaning, or like today, I just literally vegged out with the girls all day. We played with kinetic sand for I think like an hour and a half. I read books, I tossed balls, I watched their shows with them, just like literally was a child with them for a day. Just doing things where you have to be in that moment, I feel like it helps a lot because you're not able to be in the moment and in your own head all at once. So for me, I have to pick and choose what I'm gonna do, and for things like cleaning or being with my kids, I have to be hands-on. So it's a pretty clear choice. And you know, just those kind of things, and being open and honest and talking to people who I feel like I can trust. I don't open up to many people at all about how I feel about this, which is strange me saying that because here I am on the internet telling everybody how I feel about it. But it's, people need to also understand this is a camera that I'm talking to right now. Even though I fully understand this will be uploaded to my 14,000 subscriber channel, it's still just a camera right now to me. So me being able to be open and honest and how I feel and very vulnerable is easy when it's just a camera lens. And I pick and choose very carefully who I open up to in the moment that I'm feeling like that. And finding those few people you can rely on will really be key. I have a few awesome people who, you know, I just kind of go to if I'm feeling like this. And, you know, it's not like they offer me answers or they're trying to fix my problems or anything. They just listen to me. And I think that helps a lot too. A lot of the times for me, saying these things out loud lets me hear like, that's not true. So I have a few people who I talk to, and that helps a lot. I also have like one friend who has been through pregnancy loss. I've made the friendship because of here on YouTube. Her name's Crystal from Crystal's Life, and I love her. I love her because I could message her at like 3 a.m. and she doesn't even bat an eye about it. She just, you know, talks me through things, and I'm so fortunate because like I said, I'm very happy that the people around me have not had to deal with this because I don't want anybody ever to deal with it. But it is nice to also have somebody who's been in that situation and be like, I understand what you're saying, you know, and just, you know, kind of validate those feelings. Like, you're not crazy, you're not strange, you're not weird, this isn't new, you know what I'm saying? So this is also why I wanted to make this video, because I know for me, you know, when Crystal is like, I totally get what you're saying, I was totally there. It's like, all right, like you almost like breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief because it's like, I'm not the only one. And that's why I wanted to make this weird rambly video that I'm probably gonna have a nightmare editing, because I just wanted to put this out there. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm very sorry if you are here because I wish you never had to go through that loss. But at the same time, you know, this isn't anything new. There's been lots of parents who go through this, who have complicated feelings, good days, bad days, everywhere in between. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think all that's ever going to make bereaved parents feel better through pregnancy is eventually holding their living child in their arms. Like, that's the only thing. Mark and I have talked over and over and over again about, you know, what would make us feel better, what would give us more confidence, what would, you know, whatever. And it's just like, until they're breathing in your arms here on earth, it's just a lot, it's a battle of a lot of different difficult emotions. I remember one of the first things that I told Mark after Sophie was born was that I felt like I could breathe again. Like, I had just been holding my breath that entire pregnancy, waiting for something bad to happen, but she was here now and like I could breathe. I wish I had more of like a pivotal ending to give you guys, you know, some great advice to end with and just make you feel a world better. And I don't know. I wish I had something more to end with, but I just wanted to share with you guys that, you know, I'm going through these things because they're normal, especially with pregnancy after loss. It's a difficult journey to be on. It's hard, it's complicated. It's, like I said, very messy in some ways too. And just try to feel those good times when they come. You're not going to regret the moments that you felt confident and happy. I don't regret any of the good moments that we had with that pregnancy because we only had 12 weeks. Well, we had 12 weeks and 3 days. That's all we had. And a lot of those memories in that 12 weeks and 3 days are good. So many of them are good because I chose to be happy instead. Take it as it comes. Take your happy moments when they come. Try not to beat yourself up if you have a bad day or a bad moment. You know, you're only human. You've been through a lot, a ton. And, you know, just know that you're not alone. That's one of the biggest things. You're not crazy. You're not weird. You're not odd. It's, you know, it's pregnancy after loss. It's a sticky situation that everybody's just trying to do their best through. I hope for all of us that it ends with a healthy live birth and we all get to hold our little earthside babies and, you know, and that's how it is. But for right now, in the midst of pregnancy after loss, all I can say is to just try and be strong when you can. But that is everything that I can think of to talk about and that I think I wanted to talk about. I don't know. I didn't write it down any notes or anything. And yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. I don't know. I don't really know how to end this or anything. You know, if you guys want to share any tips or advice that helped you get through your pregnancy after a loss, leave them down in the comments so, you know, other people can scroll through them. I'm going to scroll through them and I'm going to reply to you guys. And you guys have some of the best advice. I don't know. I'm just really thankful for you guys. I probably should have said that in the beginning of this video because it's the first video that I've made since announcing that we were pregnant, but of course, thank you for the outpour of love and support, well wishes, prayers, everything. It really does mean so much to us. I was astounded by the response that we got. Like, I knew you guys were on board, but it's like, you guys are on board. Like, you guys are just as excited as my real life friends, and it's just, like, I was telling Mark, like, some of the comments were just like, yes! Like, you guys were just as excited as we were. And it's just, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I never would have thought in a million years this is where I would be and have this kind of support and this kind of audience. But I'm very thankful for you guys day in and day out. And I wanted to share this because it is part of my everyday life now. And if it helps somebody, that's enough for me. And I do feel like this is also part of the journey of bringing you guys along with this, because after you get the positive pregnancy test after loss, it's not just great, we're having a baby. There's a lot of other emotions in it. So I just kind of wanted to sit down and ramble it out, and hopefully I can get this edited down to a reasonable video length. But yeah, I don't think I want to say I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but I hope you found it helpful or at least reassuring. But as always, thanks for watching.